It's time to ruin FNAF again. Yeah. But first, what do you mean by this random game developer that's making Zoo Tycoon-like games? Wait, no, not what? They don't even look like horror games. Anyways, so right now, well, yep, that's right. And how these are connected. So first things first, let's so far go over what we so far know to be canon within this weird Zootopia multiverse or timeline. The first one is the Vermilion Curse, where there is a guy called Vermilion who curses a hospital to have a demon kill whoever it sees. Yeah. That's one thing, but here's another. The one. Which, may I say, is probably the more weirdest ones. The Man in the Window. So far we do not know if this only is a one-time incident that we see, or there have been multiple incidents of the Man in the Window all of a sudden kidnapping people. Because he is, as the book puts it, very lonely. Great job. I don't even see them truly as horror games. More like cheap knockoffs. Almost like the quality of security breach of all the bugs and glitches just within there. And I'm not talking about glitch trap here. I'm talking about like things that in canon should not happen. Like you somehow going through Walmart into Monkey's Gator Golf. Yeah. And Freddy Fazbear just disappearing, like poof. Does that make sense? No. Anyways, but the main one that I really kind of think was a theory that I kind of had on Amanda the Adventurer. And my prediction just who was that in the original ending before the secret tape was added we were a victim of whatever in there, and we then get trapped in the TV. Yep, that's right, and that thing in Amanda is in fact a real person, somewhat real person. Within the canon. So what do these games all of a sudden have in common? We then all of a sudden have in the other one, which so far really just felt boring while doing this. This doesn't, which somewhat makes sense, but hey, kind of boring. So, anyways, we see, in the tape, we actually see, Amanda starting to float/fly, not turn into a monster, float/fly. So that's one part. But who is Amanda then? Then potentiality of AI code, or the newest version of the Terminator. I think it's an evil magic user. And what kind of world does he come from is in fact two separate worlds. Ba ba ba! And if you have been paying attention to AFMAL, then you would have noticed this weird series called Inner Demons. And in it, surprisingly enough, there are things called Demoses, or whatever they're called. Okay, I'm just gonna call them Spiky Boys. Two-horned boys. Boys spelled as like it's a meme, okay? Because they are, in fact, randomly enough, girls. Even though I said boys. Anyways, then in it, they're facing a magic crisis. And you wanna know, in reality, they're actually facing something that they are, that in it, well, kind of somewhat foreshadows the potential, somewhat foreshadows our modern day world, somewhat foreshadows our modern day world. Wait, no, I didn't mean it like that. I mean, like, mimics our world, okay? And that is the extinction of Homo. Huh? Just listen to me. Both humanity, well, the modern day, humanity, so far, and the Demoses somewhat coexist until there's only one left, the magic crisis. And guess what fuels their magic? It's our souls. The last one then dies. It soon splits onto an A and B storyline. The A storyline takes place in our world with Aphmau, but more Geo somewhat, and has a cat who's actually brave enough to take on interdimensional monsters. And oh yeah, what else? And let's just add in that she evil is adopted, or she actually has a mother, or that could either be A, dead, or B, has been divorced by one of her fathers. Because there's two of them, and they're in love with each other. And here I thought some of the scenes from Jurassic Park 3 was the earliest versions of what we have to accept. Okay? Because this is life, this is reality, okay? Yeah. And C could also be, in this theory, a half Demos. Yep, that's right. So what if there's in this female one pretty much in there and just thinks, hey, why are we killing people? Like, this is wrong. One day, we're all gonna die due to our overdose of magic, and us hunting them down to basically extinction. And yep, that's right. Anyways, if you like to continue it on, it will be in the description. Anyways, so she was able to transfer herself into our world and actively try to find the best way to blend in, potentially find a way to take off her horns completely. Or she was born without horns and was considered defective by them, because or the one who should die, because Noi refuses to kill, and we get to see how the rest of the society acts, and who I'm guessing is Aaron, who in this storyline is not a werewolf. Wolf is supposed to be the king, but he doesn't want to be the king. He doesn't want to be the king at all. In fact, I'm pretty sure he's kind of acting tough, and pretends that he wants to be king of this new world kind of thing. But no, not at all. I'm kind of also rambling enough while talking about this. I'm rambling enough in picturing animatronics attacking them in Phasgoo. Yep, you heard me right, Phasgoo. Attacking King the Demoses, or whatever they're called, okay? And I don't need pronunciations, okay? And now, enter... And now... Well, and after some time, the B plot, which is one of them trying to find where the heir to the throne is, Tsuneo sends in a ship-shifting cat warrior. And no, it's not like Kawaii-chan. This time it's somebody who is very much more meaner and can actually turn into a cat and then transform into a complete person. It's gonna be like that FNAF prop hunt that MatPat was guessing about. And I'm on your side with the Sound Illusion disc. Okay, MatPat. So be happy about that. You got me on your side, okay? If Scott Coffin says it's canon, it's canon. Okay now? We'll take that. Anyways, we then enter, well, then in this whole plotline thing, the truth, Tsuneo finds the truth, because in it actually the demon people, I'm gonna say, or the Horn Boys actually lied to her. And yeah, this is a world without magic, and they still somehow believe that there's some level of magic in there. Okay? Weird? Yes, indeed. Anyways, where you see then pops into their world, nearly he's dead, and then gets herself some horns that kind of reminds me of rams. And well, the one who is supposed to be king Tsuneo finds her, and well, look, that's so far it. There is no season 2, which for me, I was like, give me a season 2 and let the story end already, okay? Because if not, then, well, you're probably facing some very terrifying things. And I think we're already past season 2 so far. And my guess is, well, what? So, somebody actually warned the Pios, who turns out to be who's actually a horn boy. Which in it, that a horn boy basically becoming a friend to a werewolf who's willing to do anything, and someone has a crush on Aphmau. Mal should really say a lot right now. And then is brought back to life to a demon witch thing. So I'll also put a pin in that, because I have a bit of a thing thinking about it. Anyways, so in it, soon later, some potentially absorbs the soul of one of the dead, of a dead Demos. I think they're called, but I'm not sure. And then all of a sudden, used it, and soon they found out that is a more longer source of magic and more powerful. So she starts to disguise herself as one of them and slowly takes them out one by one. as one of the humans were actually warned. One day, you Deimoses will face paranoia like we once did. Said from others of their kind, and will most likely would be working heavily. But there's also the potentiality of her just doing it ain't going to be just sufficient. And besides, she probably wants a more powerful source of magic. So, enter into a world teeming with magic, aka the universe of My Street. And in it, it's supposed to be her magic gathering site. But in it accidentally creates gods who saw her as evil, and alongside the other Deimoses, Mankind and Kawaii-chan, and werewolves after somebody gets cursed, after working for even one of the Deimos is trying to protect their own life of potentially their family by having been the first ever Eren to fall in love with Aphmau to kill a wolf, but kill a creature. So, in order to pretty much be able to revive her sister, her crush, aka Aphmau. And then the gods get mad and turn him into the first ultimate werewolf, and the whole story then sets out. The demon witch, who actually, she was the one to ban forever potions, which apparently is illegal. And there are areas where you're not supposed to perform magic. Apparently they're illegal. And some Jurassic Park references. At first you may wonder why, but as you are watching it, you'll probably be seeing some old classic movies, and potentially even Jurassic Park itself, or at least the last one, Jurassic Park. So probably using that for some of the things that they say. Who knows? Maybe even Jurassic World Dominion will one day be referenced in one of these games in the form of one of the lines being said by the characters. And then, well, in it, finding out about this and feeling that someone's going to possibly try to consume all the magic in this world, and probably she was able to potentially kill the gods for their time, and cursed this world to be more like her world, with very little amounts of magic being used. And even more so, a curse that seems to somewhat be persistent. Moments could also be somewhat canon within this universe, or could be a separate universe entirely. For her to just grab money and probably face somewhat the same money. No, not money. Magic. And probably be someone faced the same curse, and was somewhat supposed to be facing the same curse as well, the other one, but this time it somewhat works out. So this time, love wins. In the other one, it's an endless loop. It's pretty much an endless loop of the ultimate werewolf falling in love with somebody named Aphmau, and then failing to. With the more recent one so far being done by the Aether Foundation. And may I say, if so, then the Aether Foundation better be prepared. Be prepared for Ava. Yep, that's the girl that someone talking about through this video. Ava, an evil sorcerer, to all of a sudden come and start undoing doing the Werewolf Ultima curse in order to have every single amount of magic that the Ultimas has locked away for her, but and probably needs to help with other worlds as well, because Amanda the Adventurer is one of them, but one of them probably already has somewhat of a helping hand inside. Henry, no last name